8 million metric tons of plastic trash enters the sea from land every year. The equivalent of 5 plastic bags filled with trash for every foot of coastline in the world. Across our ocean, plastic trash flows into circulation, dispersed almost everywhere, but concentrating in huge swaths in the midst of global currents, breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces, ingested by species across the marine world, and sinking to the bottom of the sea.
Anyone can make plastic anywhere in the world and sell it anywhere else in the world. There's no design paradigm, there's no barriers. In order to solve the plastic packaging problem, we need to effectively rethink the entire system. From one which is linear, i.e. take, make, dispose, to one where it can be recovered and fed back into the economy as a valuable plastic material, or one where it is biobenign and it can enter the environment. The ultimate goal of the new plastics economy is to design an economy where plastic packaging never becomes waste. And to do that, we need every single player in the chain to change the way that they do things.
But marine pollution comes in many forms. Industrial, agricultural, and urban waste also sweep into the sea, fueling explosions of algae that rob marine ecosystems of the oxygen they need to survive. With sustained pollution, these areas become dead zones, which already exist in more than 400 locations across the globe. But nutrient pollution can be managed through change in major contributing systems like agriculture.
If you eat, you're involved in agriculture. So it's a problem that all of us have to work together to solve. Soil health is critical for water quality. It's the first thing we have to focus on. Here on the farm, organic matter is the key thing that we try to improve. The more organic matter you have in the soil, the better the soil can hold on to nutrients like phosphorus and nitrogen. Organic matter keeps it from leaching out of the soil. It grabs onto it, and that's good for the farmer, but it's also good for water quality in the bay. For any farmer to change their system is tricky, and it takes a lot of work. I think all farmers want to. It's learning different processes, practices that allow you to do it effectively that becomes a key.
Each one of us sends 64 tons of waste to the landfill during our lives. That's nearly 4 of these trucks filled to the brim. And there are more than 300 million of us, which means that together every year we generate 246 million tons of waste. We throw something away, and as far as we're concerned, that's the end of it. But it's not really the end at all. For example, as a nation, we throw away 60 million plastic bottles every day. That means that every second we throw out 694 plastic bottles. We also toss out 11 million tons of glass bottles and jars every year. That's the same weight as 440 Titanics or 30 Empire State Buildings. Most of our food has to be delivered as cleanly and conveniently as possible. We like everything nicely washed, packed, and especially wrapped. From cereal and pizza to meat and fish, we insist our food be untouched by human hands as we tear our way through mountains of packaging. Much of it is plastic. To make it easier to carry our packages home, we slip them into another plastic bag. Then, when we've unpacked our groceries, we throw all that packaging away in yet another plastic bag in the trash can.
Over a lifetime, we'll each throw away enough of it to fill up one of those trucks. That's 29,700 pounds, or just under 15 tons of it. All tossed out by each and every one of us.
It's not just plastic wrappers that we throw away. We also toss a huge amount of aluminum into the trash, and most of it is soda cans.
And we dispose of 100 million aluminum and steel cans every day, enough to build a roof over all of New York City. That's 36 billion cans tossed every year.
Air pollution consists of chemicals or particles in the atmosphere that pose serious health and environmental threats. But what causes air pollution, and what does it mean for our planet? Some air pollution comes from natural sources like volcanic eruptions, wildfires, or allergens. But most air pollution results from human activities, such as energy use and agriculture. There are different types of human-made air pollution. When we burn fossil fuels to produce energy, they release greenhouse gases into the air. These emissions, such as carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and fluorinated gases, trap heat from the sun in Earth's atmosphere, leading to a rise in global temperatures. This creates a cycle where air pollution contributes to climate change, and climate change creates higher temperatures. In turn, higher temperatures intensify some types of air pollution. For example, climate change increases smog because it forms in the presence of high heat and increased levels of ultraviolet radiation. More frequent extreme weather, such as flooding, contributes to damp conditions and therefore to a rise in mold. Warmer weather also leads to longer pollen seasons and therefore more pollen production. Smog is a type of air pollution that reduces visibility and has serious health effects. Smog can be divided into two categories: sulfurous and photochemical. Sulfurous smog is made up of chemical compounds called sulfur oxides. It occurs when burning sulfur-bearing fossil fuels such as coal. Photochemical smog, also called ground-level ozone, is a result of the reaction between sunlight, nitrogen oxides, and volatile organic compounds. Nitrogen oxides come from car exhaust, coal power plants, and factory emissions. Volatile organic compounds are released from gasoline, paints, and many cleaning solvents. Smog not only creates a brown haze that reduces visibility, but also harms plants, irritates the eyes, and causes respiratory distress. Another category of air pollution is toxic pollutants. These are chemicals such as mercury, lead, dioxins, and benzene that are released during gas or coal combustion, waste incineration, or burning of gasoline. In addition to adverse environmental effects, toxic air pollution can cause serious health problems such as cancer, reproductive complications, and birth defects. While air pollution has many consequences for our planet, there are solutions. We can limit toxic pollutants, smog, and greenhouse gases by decreasing the use of fossil fuels, such as in transportation, manufacturing, and electricity generation. Reducing air pollution not only contributes to a cleaner environment and better human health, but can also slow the rate of global warming.
Hi guys, I'm now here in Paris, France, but as you can see, you can't see actually. You can't see the Eiffel Tower because of this huge smoke enveloping Paris right now. Like, I have to wear this mask even though I'm in my room because I just feel not so safe. How can I go around and see Paris if it's this hazy? Oh, see you in class. Hi guys, my name is Teacher Bry and welcome to our virtual classroom. As you can see, I'm right now here in outer space. I'd prefer to live here in outer space because my gosh, Earth is so polluted. Did you see that water? I couldn't swim very well because there were garbage and plastic all over. And my gosh, that landfill, it was so stinky. I could have died just by walking past that landfill. And you see my vacation in Paris? See Paris, if it's this. I couldn't even go sightseeing around town because it was so engulfed in smoke. So I'd rather live here in outer space where there is no pollution. But for you there back on Earth, well, I'm sorry, but I just still have... But for you back there on Earth, well, I'm sorry, but I still need to teach you about pollution. Are you ready? First, let's get to know our vocabulary so it will be easier for you to understand the passage later. All set? You bet. Let's start. Please repeat after me. Plastic. Plastic. Very good. Plastic แปลว่า Right. Also, plastic in Thai.
Plastic.
ภาษาอังกฤษ plastic ภาษาไทย
Plastic.
plastic. Number 2, chemical. Chemical. Very good. Chemical แปลว่า
สารเคมี
สารเคมีภาษาอังกฤษ chemical ภาษาไทย
สารเคมี
สารเคมี Number 3, harmful. Harmful. Very good. Harmful แปลว่า
เป็นอันตราย
ภาษาอังกฤษ harmful ภาษาไทย
เป็นอันตราย
อันตราย Number 4, pollution. Pollution. Very good. Pollution แปลว่า
มลพิษ
ภาษาอังกฤษ pollution ภาษาไทย
มลพิษ
มลพิษ Number 5, power plant. Power plant. Power plant แปลว่า
โรงไฟฟ้า
ภาษาอังกฤษ power plant ภาษาไทย
โรงไฟฟ้า
โรงไฟฟ้า โรงไฟฟ้า
โรงไฟฟ้า
โรงไฟฟ้า Number 6 factory factory ภาษาอังกฤษ factory ภาษาไทย
โรงงาน
โรงงาน Can you remember all those words? Now write them down in your notebook so you won't forget them. Let me see. I will say it in Thai. Tell me what it is in English. Are you ready? Let's do this. เป็นอันตราย What is that? Harmful. Very good. How about this one? Plastic.
พลาสติก
Plastic. Yes, also plastic. Very easy. I shouldn't use that. Let me try something difficult. This one. Ready? โรงไฟฟ้า
โรงไฟฟ้า
Right. Power plant. Very good. So, power plant is where we get our power. Why can we use our computers at home? Why can we watch TV? Why can we turn on our radio? Why can we charge our phones? That's because power plant gives us electricity in our homes. Next word. This one.
โรงงาน
โรงงาน What is that? Right, factory. Good job. Why do we have our televisions and computers? Why do we have clothes? Where do they make it? Right, so they make it in the factory. Very good. Last one, let me see. This one.
มลพิษ
Monlapit. What is that? Right, pollution. So pollution is what we will learn today. Get to know what pollution is, what causes pollution, and what can we do to stop or at least minimize or lower pollution. All right? So, by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to know the different pollutions in our world and explain that in English. Are you ready? Let's go and read this. Pollution in our world. What's the first pollution here? Right, land pollution. If we don't recycle plastic and glass, they stay in the ground for a long time. Dangerous chemicals can also go underground, where they are harmful to plants and animals. Whenever we recycle bottles and cans, we reduce land pollution. Did you get that? So, question, what causes land pollution? Where does land pollution come from? Right, from plastic and glass. So if they stay in the ground for a long time, they secrete or they send out chemicals. And these chemicals go under the ground. And when they are now under the ground, plants cannot grow or plants will die. And also, animals which love to stay on the ground and underground will die. Right. So what's another word for harmful that you can see here? Harmful แปลว่าเป็นอันตราย There's another word here which means harmful. Right, very good. That's dangerous. Can we read this? Dangerous. Very good, that's correct. So question, how can we reduce pollution? How can we reduce land pollution? Reduce meaning make it lesser, make it lower. Very good. We should recycle bottles and cans. Good job. Let's go to the next pollution. What is that? Right, air pollution. Some power plants and factories put pollution into the air. Cars, trucks, and planes can also cause air pollution. Whenever we ride a bike or keep the air conditioner on low, we reduce air pollution. What is our second pollution? Right, air pollution. And according to the reading, what causes air pollution? Exactly, power plants and factories. How can they put pollution in the air? Look at this one, the smoke that they send out. So what other things causes air pollution? They also send out smoke. Right, cars, trucks, and even airplanes. So every time we use cars, trucks, and airplanes, we cause air pollution. Now, how can we reduce or lower air pollution? Very good. We ride our bike or we keep our air conditioner on low. So if it's not very hot, then we just put air conditioner at 25 degrees. Good job. Now, let's go to the third pollution. And our third pollution is water pollution. Look at the picture. Which one would you like to swim on? Left or the right? Of course, here on the right. This water is so clean and it looks so inviting. Who wants to swim here? My gosh, I don't want to. That's why I'm out here in the outer space, because I don't want to swim in dirty water. Let's read water pollution. The same plastics and chemicals that are harmful to our land can also be found in our oceans, rivers, and lakes. Whenever we recycle garbage or shut off the water, we reduce water pollution. So, what causes water pollution? Right, plastics and chemicals. And these plastics and chemicals also cause what pollution? Right, land pollution. And where can we find this water pollution? In our oceans, rivers, and lakes. In any body of water, for that matter. How can we stop water pollution? Right, also the same when we stop land pollution, we recycle garbage. Very good. And also for water pollution, by shutting off water. Shut off or turn off water when we don't use it. So saving water is also reducing water pollution. For the last paragraph here, our world is a beautiful place, but we have to work hard to keep it beautiful. Talk to your teachers, families, and friends about how you can work together to reduce pollution. Now, what should you tell to your teachers, families, and friends on how to reduce pollution? Can you think of ways? Give me 2 ways on how to reduce land pollution, air pollution, and water pollution. Can you type them there? I have here questions to test your knowledge and understanding of what we just read. Are you ready for that? Question number 1. What stays in the ground for a long time? Plastic and glass. Right, very good. The answer is here on paragraph 1. Next. Which things put pollution in the air? Type your answers. Correct. We have power plants, factories, cars, trucks, and planes. Can you think of something else? What other things put pollution in the air? Motorcycles, very good. And also the CFCs of our air conditioners, right? Last question. What can be found in our oceans, rivers, and lakes? Right. The same things that causes land pollution. Plastics and chemicals. If you don't want to live in outer space like me, then make sure that you take care of our Earth. Do you recycle bottles and cans? Do you recycle? So the answer should be yes or no. Can you type yes or no? Okay, good that I'm seeing answers which are yes. Do you ride your bike to school? Oh, no, you don't. Only Teacher Bri rides his bike to school. How about at your home? Do you shut off water when you brush your teeth? Maybe some of you just turn on the faucet and then just brush your teeth. So use a glass when you brush your teeth so you don't have to waste water while you do it. Thank you very much for joining our class today. Hope to see you again on our next virtual lesson here in our virtual classroom. My name is Teacher Bri. Have a good day. Is there a day here? No, have a good time. Bye.